Hi guys, and hello and welcome. This is episode 4 of the Snuggly Stars podcast, and I am Gemma. Hi! This podcast will be about knitting and sewing and crochet and crafty goodness and yarn and project bags and all sorts of good things like that. So stay tuned if you're into that sort of thing. Firstly, hello and welcome if you are brand new. And secondly, if you've watched before and you've came back, even more welcome. Hi and thank you. The reason why I'm a bit jittery and excited today is because the prize for the giveaway that I am going to host has arrived, and I'm desperate to show you. So in case you're not aware, I have said that when this YouTube channel, the Snuggly Stars YouTube channel, reaches 100 subscribers, I will be hosting a giveaway, and there'll be a prize/prizes that will be sent out to a lucky winner in the world, and it is all very exciting. As long as you've got a postal address and you like and subscribe the channel, you're in to win. So without further ado, here is the amazing project bag that has been supplied by Jibbyroo Sews. Ta-da! Here it is. Can you see? Look, bigger than my head. Let me manually zoom in for you. It is gorgeous. It's covered front and back and side to side with little turtles, and they are of all snazzy jazzy colours. On the zipper pull, they have put on pretty beads and a coordinating turtle charm, which I just think is a lovely extra. The zip is a beautiful bright yellow. You literally, if you could have seen my face when I opened this, I was like so excited, because there was in the package one that I'd ordered and purchased myself, which I knew what it was, and then I opened this and I knew it was the prize, and when I saw it I thought, obviously I can't enter my own giveaway, so don't worry, I won't be keeping it. But I'm super excited to be able to give this away. So we just need to get to 100 subscribers, and then I will host the giveaway. We are currently at 49 subscribers, so a huge thank you to everyone that has subscribed so far. And like I say again, as soon as we get to 100, I'll be hosting the giveaway for this gorgeous bag. I mean, it's like got padding inside, it's squidgy, it's huge, there's tons of space for all your yarns and your bits and bobs that you need to carry around for your beautiful projects. So to go along with that, I have ordered some various stitch markers and things that I will put together as part of the prize package, and I will also be including some of my hand dyed yarn. So that's exciting. So you will have yarn, project bags, stitch markers, yummy goodness in every way. So 49 at the minute, let's get that up to 100. Just click subscribe, folks, and then we can get cracking, because I keep looking at this bag and I just want to give it and make someone else smile and be jolly. So that, just so you know, because they have been fabulous, Jibbyroo Sews. They're the lovely folks on Etsy. They've got loads of different patterns and sizes of bags, and on my second episode, I showed the pink skull bag that I purchased from them, and I have another one here now that I will show in just a second, that I have purchased myself, and they're just brilliant. Nice, beautiful quality, lovely sewing, and of a brilliant size as well. So as I've gone on about Jibbyroo Sews and bags so far, I thought I'll continue with the theme. So there are going to be some bits that I've purchased this week, and I'll show you those before we go on to FOs. So this week I have purchased, this is from another seller on Etsy, got a bit carried away. This is a drawstring bag. I haven't used it yet. There's a little pocket inside, and it's got this the pull cord and squidgy presser thingy, I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head, and that's of a nice kind of thick cottony fabric. And this one is by Amelia X Joy on Etsy. Here's their card, and I have after purchasing this and saying thank you, I have messaged them saying, hi, can I show your object on the podcast? And they've said yes, and they've also given me a coupon code for you guys, which is pretty cool. So anytime you purchase from these guys on Etsy, I've got a 10% off coupon code that you can use. So you put all your stuff in your basket, you go to the checkout, put your coupon code in, and you'll get 10% off that order. The code is FRIENDS10. FRIENDS10. I'll put all the information down below so that you can see it, but go check those guys out. She's got tons of different fabric and sizes of bags and stuff like that as well. So I've got my zipper bag from Jibbyroo Sews, and then this lovely little, I would say it's just maybe for socks or something, a really small project. This is their smallest size, and I got those from Amelia X Joy, both on Etsy, and they are fabulous. So there you are. So that's another bag. So I've gone from having no bags to a few. Woohoo! I've also got another one from Jibbyroo Sews. This is the one I ordered for myself, and it goes with the DPN cozy that I had last time. So this is the DPN cozy, needle cozy, that I ordered, and then I saw that she got the large project bag in the same fabric, and I thought that was super cute. Coordinating red zip. Inside it's got pretty spotty fabric, and inside there you can see I've got a project and all sorts of bits and bobs in there, and then on the zipper pull there's a coordinating little sheep, which is simply adorable, and I do say so myself. So there. So that's another project bag purchase that I have made. Not that I've gone mad or anything, have I? Might have done. Something else that I purchased from Jibbyroo Sews. I'm not sponsored by them, by the way, but they are fabulous. Is this beautiful stitch marker. You can see it looks like a slice of cake, and it has got a pretty ring on the top there, all textured, and then it is a slice of cake, and it looks quite chunky, but it's actually quite lightweight, and the detail on it is beautiful, and it's beautifully made. It doesn't look like it's going to catch on the yarn and stuff like that, so that was really cute. So I just had to pop that in with my order as well. Oh, I'm so cheeky. Right, so talking of project bags, last week you may have remembered that I showed you some fabric that I had, and I was talking about, oh, can I make my own project bag or not? And I told you about the tutorial by Hugh Loco, and I thought, I watched it, she looks amazing, really explanatory and telling you what to do, and you shouldn't be able to mess it up really, but I don't get on with my sewing machine, but I thought I'm going to give it a bash, and I did, and I've got to say I am so proud of myself for actually tackling the task and cracking on, because what I have made I'm quite pleased with. It is by no means perfection, but it's functional, and here it is. It's a bit crumpled and squished looking because I've been having it on the sofa and I have to keep wrestling it off William. So this is genuine Cath Kidston fabric that I've used and cut up and pieced together. I even did the little loop strap. We have a red zip. I had never sewn a zip before, and now I have, and I'm quite chuffed. And then inside we've got a mixture of spotty and stripy fabric. I didn't do the interfacing because I didn't think I had any at the time, but it's still nice because it's quite thick cotton fabric. It'll still do the job for now. I have since found some iron-on interfacing in my loft, so for future ones, if I do make any more bags, I will reinforce them with that. But yes, I made my own project bag. I'm so pleased. Don't look closely at the top stitching. And don't worry, you lovely sellers on Etsy, I am no competition for you guys when it comes to project bags or anything like that. This is just for my use and maybe for any knitters within the family. And of that I mean there are two. So, lucky them! So yes, I've now got quite the nice collection of project bags. And I would class that as a sewing finished object. I've just cut the bits out, they haven't just been laying around. I made it, it's finished, it has a project in it. So that's the first FO of today. The second FO, which you have seen before, so it's not news, are my first ever pair of socks that I did and I've made for Jack. Now, first ever episode I told you that he said that they didn't fit. Then I said that I was told that they would stretch and that I've finished them and stretched them out on the blockers, and they have stretched. And this is just a quick update to say that yes, hurrah, they have indeed stretched and they do fit Jack. In fact, they're probably just a teeny tiny bit too long, but that's fine because he is growing at such a rate of knots that, you know, you're talking by next week or so they'll fit his feet. So that is that. And the final the final finished object for today that I want to show you is the Polyjuice Potion cowl. Now this is made using my own hand dyed yarn. So this light section, not the two borders, is what I have dyed myself, and this is how it came out. The edging here, this dark grey, is 100% alpaca by Drops, and I just wanted to put a kind of border on so that the roll doesn't eat up the patterned yarn that I've made, because there was only 50 grams of that. And if you can see the yarn, it's gone through bits of speckling, and then you get into stronger greens, and then it goes into the bold greens, greys, and then up into blacks. And I love how that fade has turned out. And then I just topped it off again with the grey, the same amount as before. I've made up the pattern, very simple, cast on 130 stitches, join and working around, and just go round and round and round and round and round. Nice and simple, that's how I like it. But it's soft and squidgy. I haven't blocked it, washed and blocked it yet, but I will do, and I'm sure that when I do, it will be even more soft and squidgy. But I just adore how it has managed to work from going dark and then into light, so it's just got light speckling, and then it all comes together. So I'm quite chuffed at that. So that's my first finished project with my hand dyed yarn. Ta-da! Ba 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 ba! Yes, these are homemade sound effects, i.e. coming out of my face. So there you go. Now what we'll do is that's all the finished objects, and I'll show you a couple of whips and then acquisitions, aka stash enhancement. Because you know, we're all addicted to stash enhancement, let's face it. Tea for today is the by Taylor's. It's the green tea, and it's their strawberry and vanilla green tea. This is one of my absolute favourites. I know if I have this, I'm not going to wonder whether I like it today or not. It's always a winner. And so there you are, try that out. Taylor's green tea, strawberry and vanilla. Very refreshing and tasty. Right, on to whips, folks. This is what we have coming up. Looks a right mess currently, but this is the How to Knit a Crop Sweater for Winter by Andy Sutherland. I mentioned in the last episode that I am entering a KAL run by Inside Number 23, and it is to basically make one of Andy Sutherland's garments, and I have chose this one because, as I said, I believe that my lady bumps should fit in it, and I won't be struggling with buttons popping off and things like that. Now with this construction, it's quite interesting. I've never made a knitted whole jumper yet before, garment, but the construction's interesting. You start at it is a free pattern, so I can mention, but you start working up the back, and then you add on these side bits, one there and one there, and then you kind of cast along and across, and then you're going back and forth, and that's the front. So we've got the back and the front there, and then I am now just a few rows off doing the front, and then you basically end up joining it in the round to do the rest of the body, the front and the back. So I'm looking forward to that bit because I love working in the round. The pattern's nice and simple to understand, and so far I haven't messed it up, fingers crossed. So I have this blue colour, and I actually frogged half of a crochet project so that I could use this yarn. Because I didn't want to keep buying new yarn just to crack on, because my stash, as I've mentioned before, is quite large. This is by James C. Brett, Rustic. I can't remember the colour shade, but now when I've checked the pattern, I'll come back. When I've checked the pattern, I actually need more yarn than what it states, and if you notice in the picture, I don't know if you can tell, the edging and then the bands there and on the arms and around the neck are in a different colour, and I thought, well, I don't have enough of that one teal colour anyway, so although I've undone a project so that I don't have to buy yarn, I've then bought more yarn so that I can finish the project. This is James C. Brett Rustic Aran Tweed. Now this is quite jazzy. I don't know if you can see, the actual tweedy bits are all different rainbow colours. and then it's just kind of a nice mid blue in between. It is 20% wool, 77% acrylic, 3% viscose. Don't hate me, I'm using what we can get here. This is more than enough for what I need, and then I can use the rest of the yarn for something else. But I think it's going to be quite jazzy, because this tealy colour has got flecks of red in, and then this has got the different flecks of multicoloured in, so you won't miss me coming, which is cool. I don't mind that. So I'm cracking on with that, and I'm very excited to be able to join it in the round. So hurrah! So that's for part of that KAL. I will put information about the KAL down below, but it's hosted by Inside Number 23, and Katie is phenomenal. I love her to bits. Next project that I'm working on is for another one of her KALs. I'm actually going to enter this project into multiple KALs, but this one qualifies for the Harry Potter KAL. It runs for 12 months, and you get to make any Harry Potter knitted, crocheted, woven things that you like, so long as the overall finished item weighs more than 50 grams. So I'm very excited, and I have mentioned it before, but hey, I'll just mention it again, because we get to knit Harry Potter things, and we get to be part of a group and a team, and the knitting community is just fabulous, and that's why I'm just hoping people will join in for my subscription giveaway, because then I get to spread more joy within the community, and it's all gooey, mushy and exciting. So here we are. This is my second ever pair of socks, and this is the first one. I haven't cast on for the second one, but I thought I'd show these today, because I've actually this morning started trying to use 9-inch circulars. Look how diddy they are. Now I've put this stopper on because I'm a bit terrified of it all just falling off, but look, the actual needle tips are only that big. Look, and then you knit in the round, it's so small. But I was pleased, because on this sock I've got to the bit now where I just need to go round and round and round for the foot before doing the toe, and as I mentioned previously, just doing this gusset bit just drives me balmy. It just does. So I'm glad to have got through that bit, and then of course I will end up getting to the second sock after that. So we have the Andy Satterlund sweater, my Harry Potter sock I've been working on. Mr. Alpaca still doesn't have any more limbs or a head or a tail, and so I do need to work on that. And Isabella's jumper I haven't done any more on. I've also been given a mystery project to help work on, and I have got that ready and waiting, and I know what I need to do, but I just haven't done any yet. I think with this Andy Satterlund one I've really wanted to get to the point where I can join it in the round, but it's quite like I've been using this guy, my tally counter, because there's quite a lot of repeat these last two rows like 26 times or whatever, and when I've got the kids running around and the dog and Willie trying to steal all my stuff from everywhere, it's so easy to lose track. So I'm just trying to concentrate and get to that to a point where I can just go round and round and round, because I like going round and round and round. I like to mix it up, but I'm still a fairly new knitter, so going round is fairly simple. And because I knit in a Portuguese style, Google it or look on YouTube if you're not sure what that is. When I'm going round and round and round, I actually purl every stitch. I know in normal knitting methods people usually choose to knit every stitch. If you're knitting in the round, they prefer to knit over purl, but actually in the Portuguese method I enjoy purling every single round, and it's good, and for me it's quick, and because I'm a fairly new knitter, doing the Portuguese method with the yarn around my neck helps keep the tension nice and even. So considering I'm fairly new, my tension's pretty good for a newbie. I'm not comparing myself to you fabulous people out there, but yes, so I can't wait to be able to just go round and round and round and purl all the way along, and then of course we tackle sleeves and picking up stitches and all that jazz. But let's just concentrate on the good bit, going round and round. So they're my current whips. Now what I wanted to show you next, and I keep looking over because I've got my pile of stuff to the side, so I do apologise if you're seeing a whole lot of this side of my head. I just thought I'd show you some purchases, acquisitions, stash enhancement, goodies, bits of joy, whatever you want to call it. I just thought I'd give you a quick flash of the stash, and then go from there. So here we are, the first one what I wanted to talk about that has arrived, in fact today, is by Norah George, luxury hand-dyed yarn, and this is from her Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets inspired colourways. Can you see it's kind of like a light bluey grey base, and then it's got greens and there bits of kind of berry red in it, and there's a bit more green and red. The name of this one, and the entire reason why I purchased it, is because it's the Serpent of Slytherin name. It's called the Serpent of Slytherin, and that means that if I use this yarn on a project, whether it be socks or a shawl or a hat or whatever, it will qualify for the Harry Potter KAL knit along. So, and I wanted to try and see what's all this fancy yarn like, rather than just my normal stash acrylic lark. This is 80% superwash merino and 20% nylon, and I've got to say, when I opened it today, I thought, ooh, it is nice and squidgy. Smells like sheep, but it's nice. So I think I'm going to get this other Harry Potter set of socks done, and then I might give one of my nicer yarns a go, perhaps. Speaking of, I've bought yarn because it will go with the Harry Potter theme. I've got this one. And can you see? This one is by Little French Meadow. Again, they're on Etsy. Let's get a hair off. And this is stunning. Oh, can you see the stellina? It's got a bit of kind of the raw cream colour, and then that deep berry colour, and the greens. Can you tell I like green? Even though I'm wearing orange. Berries and greens together are just beautiful. This is 75% superwash merino, 20% nylon, and 5% gold stellina, and just look at that sparkle. Now, I've never used a sparkly yarn like this before. Well, I've never used any of these fancy hand-dyed yarns before, but yes, this one is one that I spent a bit more on, because I thought, you know what, I'm going to give that a go. If you recall from my first episode, I think I showed you the Luna Lovegood colourway that I got from Little French Meadow, and then I was so impressed I literally ordered again straight away, and I chose this one. This one is called Dobby Sock. So again, whatever I make out of this, which I'm sure will be socks, you can't have something called Dobby Sock and not make socks with it, I don't think. This will qualify for the Harry Potter KAL again. So hurrah! I'm also going to be doing hopefully, if I manage to get better at making socks, or quicker rather, the box of socks KAL held by Yarngasm. Again, I'll put their link below, but that should be another one. So you have your pretty little box full of 12 pairs of socks that you've made throughout the year. So you've got 12 months to make 12 pairs of socks, put them in your pretty box, and they have to be for you. So you can't make socks for your fella or your kids or your mum or your dad or your pet giraffe or whatever. So selfish knitting, I believe it's referred to as. And you know what? When you've spent that much money on yarn and it's pretty and you've spent all the hours making them, at least you know you're going to appreciate them, and it's all good. So hurrah! Again, something else that I can join in with and be part of the community. So I'm excited about that. They're the ones that I have purchased. Now, on Facebook a little while ago, I mentioned I was asking on a forum about alpaca yarn, and I was swiftly told not to use 100% alpaca for socks. Anyway, a lovely lady called Elizabeth Grider. Sorry if I've messed that up, Elizabeth, but your name's Elizabeth. You're in the US, I believe, and you are lovely. She offered to basically send me some yarn for free to try out, and this is what I have been sent. It's all quite floppy and kind of falling apart, and there's not one but two. It's so soft. The yarn is Plymouth yarn baby alpaca worsted weight. Let me show you the label. So that's what the yarn is, and it is basically 100% baby alpaca. Now, I've got some alpaca yarn that I've had before for different projects, but this is just on a whole other level of squidginess. So I think I've got altogether 100 grams of worsted weight yarn that is 100% baby alpaca. Can you please send me your ideas of what I could make? Because obviously there's only so much of it. It's worsted weight, it's beautiful and squidgy. I don't know if there'd be enough to do a hat and a cowl. So if you've got any ideas, please give me a shout out, because I'd love to know. But yes, Elizabeth was very kind. It was quite a funny story. She sent me the yarn for free, and then obviously you wait for it to come from abroad, and I was so excited. And then the postman came and put a card through the door saying, there's a customs charge, so you need to go and pay that before you're allowed your parcel. And I was like, oh, okay. And then when I've like inquired about it, the customs charge was £16 something. Is that normal? I don't know if that's normal or not, but it was quite a lot. So Elizabeth, you've been very kind to send that to me for free. It's just the customs over here that have then charged me for the yarn. So, but hey ho, so that's why I want to make something really special with it, because it's beautiful yarn. The thought behind it has been beautifully sent to me, and of course it's cost me a fair bit now with the customs. So I just want to make something special for for me to use. So any ideas, let me know, please, folks. Something else that I have purchased, which is not probably quite as exciting, is Ukilan. Now, I ordered 2 from different suppliers. I didn't remember that I had, because I'm a genius. So this one is the grapefruit flavour, and that smells nice. And then this one is Rapture, and that one I believe is a jasmine flavour or scent. So I've not tried them yet, but I am excited to give them a go. So guess what's going to be happening with my Polyjuice Potion cowl? Going to have a lovely little bath in one of these, and hopefully it'll be super squidgy and clean and beautiful. That's it for this week. I've talked to tea and projects and finished objects and stuff that I've bought, stuff that's been sent to me. Hey, if anyone wants to send some stuff, just let me know. Oh my god, that's so cheesy. Not really. No, but it would be good. But no, I'm collecting items for the giveaway. And the giveaway, that's what I keep talking about, because this project bag shouldn't be sat on my shelf. It should be going winging its way across to somebody, and so that they can enjoy it and put their yarny goodness inside. So like I said, let's get to 100. Just click subscribe, and then I will host that giveaway as soon as we get to 100 subscribers. I'm so excited for this. That, like I said, there'll be the gorgeous project bag, there'll be stitch markers, yarn. What more could a guy or girl want? Just to recap some of the suppliers in case you weren't sure, we've got Amelia X Joy, and that's the one where you can use the coupon code on Etsy and get 10% off your order. We've got Little French Meadow, that is where I've got the Dobby colourway sock yarn from, and they're fabulous, again on Etsy. Jibbyroo Sews, the most fabulous company that I've worked with by far. And they are wonderful. And then I got this yarn from Norah George. So all very exciting. So thank you so much for tuning in, and please like and subscribe if you fancy doing that, and I will make another episode soon. Like I said, as soon as we get to 100 I can host the giveaway. So thank you again for watching, guys. If you've got any questions or any thoughts, let me know, and if there's anything you'd like to hear about or not want to hear about, again, just let me know and we can sort it out from there. Also, which setup do you prefer? Me sat on the sofa like this, or like the last episode where I was sat and it got like the stone wall background? If you just let me know that as well, that'd be interesting. I'm still filming off my laptop, but we just got to use what we got. Okay. All right, thanks guys, bye.